What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another Thor Media podcast. I'm your host, Soc, and today I have Titan Tim back at it. So appreciate you coming over.
Yeah.
And he's the one that really came up with the idea for this episode. So it was more of the checking up on the 3-month update on Signature Wax from KATIBA. So what do you think? What is because you know the owner of this vehicle. Give us a little bit of a history of what's been going on the past 3 months.
Well, we have a very interesting situation. And the owner has brought it through the local grinder car wash, you know, the ones that have the brushes that brush up against the car.
The brush of doom.
Yeah, tunnel of death. It's been through it, he said, at least once a week, and he was alluding to more. So we did this on March 13th. It's June 11th, so it's essentially been 3 months. And instead of about 16 grinder car washes, probably went through about 18 or 20.
Okay.
So that is pretty extreme.
Yeah.
And we are going to test how it looks, hydrophobics, and go from there.
My initial guess is the sealant I don't think is going to last 18 car washes. Probably maybe 4 car washes of those type of things, but 18, that's a lot of abrasion that it's going through. But we will see here. And so we're up here close and we have Titan Tim. He is going to put on the vehicle Preludio. Let me just put this on focus. Here we go. Preludio Alkaline Rinseless Wash. And he has it all set inside the pump sprayer. And the reason we're going this route is because I don't have my foam cannon or pressure washer yet. And Tim is just going to use the alkaline to apply it on. Then we're going to rinse it off. And then we're just going to reapply it on again and do our contact wash with incredible suds. So Tim, go away.
Here we go.
And for demonstration purposes, get this dirt that's here on the rims.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to see how it melts off or helps break down a lot of that dirt and grime on that once we rinse it off. So I did do an initial pre-rinse with the garden hose off screen just to see if there was any potential hydrophobics, and there was none. And shout out to my garage door that everybody always keep commenting on my channel, and we have one.
Yes, this smells amazing. It really does.
Yeah, the Preludio Alkaline and Acidic both have great smells. To me, it kind of smells like their same HydroSave, just
okay.
Ones.
I've never used this before.
Alkaline. So that's pretty much it. He's going to continue around, and I'm going to start rinsing on the hood. All right, so what Titan Tim's doing right now is he's just rinsing off the Preludio to see if we could get all that traffic film off of the actual paint in itself.
Yeah, and I actually saw the dirt come off the front of the roof.
Now, in terms of the glass, you're starting to see a bit more hydrophobics on the glass, but in terms of the paint itself, pretty much gone. Definitely got abused by the tunnel car wash for sure.
So on the glass, I put on Phoenix COD Titan.
You put, so that's what you put on the glass? Titan?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I do that on every car.
That's pretty good. So shout out to Phoenix COD, also at the House of Wax.
Yep, definitely.
And as he just rinses off, we are going to do the contact wash in the meantime. So I'm going to spray Preludio and start doing the contact wash on this right half of the vehicle to not waste any time. Really clean, so I am not worried whatsoever.
Right.
And to be quite honest, I don't think a water spot remover is going to help at all.
I agree.
I have some incredible suds on here. I am just going to clean one panel, flip to the other side, picks up a little bit of dirt. Clean this whole door. top half of the door, flip around. This other door right here. Flip this around. And that is the good thing about having a multiple towel method, is that you don't have to dunk back inside your bucket whatsoever. I've already did 4 panels, or this whole half of the door, with 1 towel. And I am going to do the same thing again. And I don't introduce the towel back in the same bucket. Got more incredible suds here. Squeeze this out. And I'm gonna do the roof. And then Titan Tim, this whole half of the car is completely done.
All
So
right.
if you would do the honors and just start rinsing from that front fender down.
Yes.
And see where we land. Yeah, so for some context, yeah, the water beading is completely gone. That is the nature of the beast.
Yeah, you definitely can't expect ceramic sealant with what I think, you have to check the website, but I think around 2 to 3 months in that area.
Yep.
And go 3 months and 18 to 20 brush car washes.
Yeah. Especially with the heavy alkaline soaps and acidic soaps that they use.
Right.
With the abrasion of those brushes, it's not, we got to be realistic here. It'll probably last about 3 to 4 months. I mean, 3 to 4 washes, if anything.
Yeah, so this isn't really a knock on the product at all, actually. It's very shiny.
It's still very shiny, glossy. Hydrophobics is the first characteristic to go on a ceramic sealant. So that's what we're gonna do for now. I'm gonna do the contact wash on the rest of the vehicle, and then we're gonna do 1 small area with water spot remover. I don't think it's going to make a difference whatsoever, but just for context, we will try it out. All right, everyone, so to save some time, what we're gonna do here is I have some Preludio acidic, that's their acidic shampoo or rinseless, and some DIY detail water spot remover. And Tim, can you just spray these 2 panels right here? Probably the hood, just so we could show how flat the water is.
Okay, sure.
Just so we could show how flat.
Oh yeah, it's flat.
So it is flat, as you can see. So we're gonna use the DIY detail water spot remover first, and we are going to agitate it on the paints. Wait about 15-20 seconds or so, and then we'll rinse it off. Probably give it another 5 seconds tops, because it is humid.
Absolutely.
And then bring you all in and just start rinsing from that way over here to the front, so that way we don't disturb the other panel.
Correct. Look at that.
Yep. So as you can see, it is starting to beat up, broke some water spot minerals for sure. And just put a heavy flow of water, see how fast it just springs. Yep. So it did break a lot of that water mineral and tension for sure. It's not sitting there flat. So can you spray this door panel right here so we can show how flat it is? And it wants to break up water, but it's not breaking anything up. I'm going to flip to another side of the same towel, and I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to put some Preludio on my towel, just a little bit. Oh, just poured way too much, whatever. Just to see if some water. So we're going to leave it there for a little bit. Apply this right here.
Yeah, this will be really interesting. It's always fun to experiment.
And I'll rub it on this door panel right here as well.
Sure, you got it on there, why not?
And all right, Mr. Titan Tim, start
Okay.
See if it breaks up some water tension. As you can see, it is breaking up water tension a lot.
Yeah.
Even on this door panel, look at that.
Look at that. 3 months and 18 to 20 brush car washes.
All right. Yep. Alrighty. So from what we see here is it definitely had some water spout minerals. Now in terms of the actual sealant lasting, is on its very last legs for sure. So,
yeah, look at that front quarter here. Look at this.
Yep. So, all right. So we'll see you all on the outro once we're done with the vehicle, and we'll give you our thoughts.
Yuck.
All right, everyone. So we dried up the entire vehicle. What I'm going to do now, while Tim is doing the final touches, is start applying wet wax. And as you saw, there was some water beading action that wanted to come back. And, you know, they're just some things that can't be brought back to life, especially if it's going through a brush tunnel car wash every single week. Don't expect it to do any miracles with that type of abrasion, torture, and the acidic soaps or alkaline soaps that is always going through as well. But in terms of touching it up with the water spout remover, it definitely brought back some of the hydrophobics. And we used 2 separate water spout removers just because I know there is a little bit of controversy where people think that DIY adds a bit of hydrophobics into their water spout remover. And we kind of proved it, or pretty much proved it, in this video, because I ended up pouring Preludio straight into a towel, and guess what? It did the same thing. It started beading and breaking tension on the panels, on both panels that we ended up using it on. So that is some news for there. And Ty and Tim, anything you want to say in terms of what do you think?
Well, what's most important, and as everyone I'm sure agrees, it's most important to keep it real.
Yep.
And we are keeping it real here. I did not think it would survive almost whatsoever, but I thought there would be a chance. When we put the Preludio and the water spout remover on, it actually seemed to revive it pretty good. So if KATIBA Signature Wax can go through 18 to 20 brush car washes and it's actually still there, it's not full strength, but it's still there. I mean, to me, that's very impressive.
Yep. Yep. And the other thing too is, to be quite honest, the gloss and shine is still there. Although, yes, we did do a quick 2-step on this vehicle 3 months ago. But in terms of shine and gloss, it is still hanging on there. It looks still like a brand new vehicle.
It does, really does.
And typically the first thing to go on any type of protection is the hydrophobics. So, all right, everyone. So we finish washing and detailing this Cadillac. And all in all, like we said, is don't expect any miracles to happen when there is some sort of neglect. This vehicle went through 18 tunnel brush car washes, has some alkaline soap, and Signature Wax is only supposed to last how long, Tim? About how long Signature Wax?
2 to 3 months in that area.
All right, so 2 to 3 months for Signature Wax. And for something that was being abused for the past 3 months, and also you saw spraying it with some water spout remover from both separate companies that use 2 completely different type of acids to break down the water spout minerals, it still did an amazing job. So yeah, so that is something to keep in mind. Now overall, the car still feels super shiny, super glossy, and wet wax feels super, super, super smooth. And any last notes?
I fully agree. It's very smooth.
Yep.
KATIBA wet wax is extremely smooth. I was very impressed with that.
Yep. And yeah, so that is all. It is hot as balls in my garage. So mini split is there being installed today, and Hopefully, I know Tim is worn out right now, but that's about it. If you all enjoy this type of content, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, follow Titan Tim.
Shine Your Light Detailing.
Exactly.
On YouTube.
And last thing is, like we said, real world detailing. This is a real customer. Takes it to the brush car wash. Don't expect something to last if you're not doing the proper maintenance on it on a weekly basis. So see you all on the next one. Peace.